Hey guys, this is Shelby Howard with Warwick County Soil and Water Conservation District. Here today we're going to be talking about our Monday's Invasive Species Day, Selfish Sprouts. And today's invasive species is garlic mustard. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. The first way to identify it is with its first year growth. It's a little more difficult to identify it, but finding that early detection is really important. Here's actually, if you want to follow me down, this is a garlic mustard at first year growth. It's very small and inconspicuous. It almost looks like a violet leaf. And the way to kind of tell the difference is if you crush it up, it smells like garlic. And the same with the larger plants, if you crush up the leaf, it does smell like garlic. So that's one way to tell. They are a little more vascular, and a lot of the times they're more kidney shaped as opposed to the violet. But when in doubt, if you see a second year growth plant, that's what this is, you can look for those little sprouts around it to help with the detection as well. My dog's running away. Remy! So this is the second year growth. Much different than the first year growth. The leaves on it are much more triangular. The lobes have really developed, but again, it still has that deep vascular look on the leaf. They're very heavily veined. On top, you can see, if you do have the flowers already, they are white four-leafed or four-petaled flowers. And again, you can crush it up and it will smell like garlic. So we aren't quite sure exactly when they arrived over here. They believe, I've seen a year of 1868. They have speculated that it was brought over here for food purposes or medicinal purposes. Whatever reason it was brought over here, it's here now and it's spreading actually in several states in the United States. Indiana obviously is one that it's causing damage. There are certain areas in state parks that this is a complete blanket across the forest floor, leaving very little room and sunlight for the ephemeral wildflowers to get any sunlight. So as far as removal, the treatment is a little different than a woody plant would be. The first and easiest way is to just try pulling it. So after a rain, you can try to pull it out. I'm going to attempt to do this. If it doesn't work, I can find another plant to attempt it on. But you grab as low as you possibly can on it, and then you pull up, and that actually came out quite well. I was able to get the taproot. Pretty simple. This is the easiest way to do it, and safest because you won't have to use herbicides. But if you do have a whole blanket of garlic mustard on your forest floor, you might have to use herbicide. And the great way to do that is do a spray on top of it before they seed out. And then the next thing to do is, once it does try to come back up, spraying it a second time. One key thing to remember though is trying to remove it before it does seed out, because if I did this pulling motion, I could have dropped several of its seeds on the ground and it would have been for nothing. So trying to catch it before it starts seeding is really crucial. As I did mention, it was speculated to be brought over for medicinal or food purposes. So yes, garlic mustard is edible. So you can actually look up garlic mustard recipes. This is the one thing that we could over harvest, that we don't want to be sustainable. So if you want to over harvest something and deplete its resource, this is it, people. Pull away, eat away. Again, you can find tons of recipes online for the garlic mustard. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this is Shelby with Warwick County Soil and Water Conservation District. I will see you next week. He's eating it.